It's time again for Health Monitor, the #1 program that's shows you how to live a life in its healthiest way. To improve the quality of health and life and inspire you and give you the hope that you can live a healthy life every day. It's Health Monitor, yeah. Your guide to good health. It's Health Monitor, the #1 health show, yeah.
Hello, it's time for Health Monitor once again. Thank you so much for finding time to join us on today's package. As usual, we have assisted conception brought to you by True Care Fertility Clinics. Then we're looking at body care, and today on body care, we want to tackle weight management, all right, due to popular demand. All of this after this break on Health Monitor, your guide to good health.
Hand washing health tips. Your hands are very vital to preventing the spread of diseases and infections. Wash your hands under running water for up to 20 seconds with antibacterial medicated soap. This health tip is from Health Monitor, your guide to good health, and sponsored by Mediclam Antibacterial Medicated Soap from the stable of Darago Industries Limited.
On health tips today, we are bringing to you the different ways that your body can fight coronavirus. So to boost your immunity against coronavirus, there are certain lines of defense that your body has to fight the virus. One of such defense is the tissue macrophage. The tissue macrophage is a mechanism that your body has to prevent you from going down with coronavirus. And for that defense to be effective, you need to have rest. So that means you need to sleep at least 8 hours per night. Okay, for your tissue macrophage to be effective as well, you need to drink warm liquids. Warm liquids like warm water. And then you need to supplement your zinc. You know, zinc doesn't come alone. It comes mixed together with other vitamins. So the zinc in the vitamin you're taking should be at least between 50 and 100 milligrams per day. Another defense mechanism that the body has against coronavirus is the neutrophil invasion. This invasion is very effective against coronavirus in your body if you can avoid sugars. Okay, then you take a lot of vitamin C. The recommended milligrams per day is 3,000 for vitamin C. Okay, and you know, vitamin C, you can find vitamin C also in lemons and oranges. Then another line of defense is the monocyte invasion. For your monocyte invasion to be effective against the coronavirus, you need vitamin D. And you know, vitamin D can be gotten in supplements because you don't have enough food containing vitamin D. But you have the sun. So the early morning and the late evening sun can give you vitamin D. You can also find vitamin D in fish, such as salmon and sardines. Not forgetting to take the general precautions against the virus from getting into your body. One of such precautions is to wash your hands regularly and use sanitizers. Then you cover your nose or your mouth when you sneeze, in case you sneeze, okay? Then you avoid close contact. Then you cook meats and eggs. Cook your egg well and cook your meat well before you eat them. Then you avoid wild animals.
It's Health Monitor, the #1 health show.
Since there are two tubes, if a woman has one of the tubes blocked, then there's a theoretical 50% chance in getting pregnant. We've had a 62-year-old woman got pregnant with twins and delivered.
Many women go from one hospital to the other, trying to cure what is not actually a disease.
Hello, good day viewers. You're welcome to the assisted conception part of the show, and I'm Dr. Ivy from True Care Fertility Clinic. So today we are going to be talking about fertility preservation. What do I mean by saying fertility preservation? It simply means to preserve your fertility. How do you go about it? We know normally age is a factor when it comes to a woman's fertility, and also time is of essence when it comes to a woman's fertility, because once a girl child is born, she has a fixed number of eggs, or we call it oocytes. Once she gets to puberty, which is and when she now gets to menarche, meaning the first menstruation, she has about 400,000 eggs remaining. So every year she keeps ovulating. Every month she keeps ovulating, menstruating, releasing these eggs. And the reproductive mechanism in humans is very wasteful. Even though one egg is the one supposed to ovulate, which is the dominant follicle, we call it the dominant follicle, it's supposed to be the one released. But in the process, she recruits a good number of eggs. One becomes dominant. These are complex chemical mechanisms that happen in the body. One becomes dominant, and that one she ovulates, while the others that were recruited alongside will naturally die off. So you see that fertility is reproduction is a very wasteful process in the humans. Same goes for the male folks. In an ejaculate, you have about 20 million spermatozoa in one ejaculate, and you just need one to fertilize an egg. So you see that the process of reproduction is quite wasteful. How do we slow down this process? How do we halt it? How do we ensure that we have children even when we are above the age of having children? They said in gynecology, it says that a woman is considered old when she's above 35 years of age. She's not physically old, but when we say old in respect to reproduction. So how do we now ensure that women are able to, because a lot of women want to pursue their careers, they may be at the peak of their career and they're not ready to have a child at that point in time. Or sometimes you have couples living far apart. We have that common in our environment. You have a situation whereby maybe the husband is abroad and he's not able to come home often. He may be able to come once in 8 years, once in 10 years. So how do we ensure that these couples are able to still have children irrespective of the time? Because when you are counting down, you're like, oh, time is going. A woman whose husband is abroad, she'll be like, when will he come back? When time is of essence to me, and she's above 35 years of age, she starts panicking, she starts getting depressed and all of that. So how do we preserve the fertility in couples living apart, women having to pursue their ambitions, their goals, their careers? How do you preserve their fertility? How do you, even there are some ailments that may require, that may result in destruction of the gonads. When I mean gonads, that means the ovary in a woman and the testes in a man, because the testes is where spermatozoa is being produced in the man, while the ovary is where eggs are being stored in a woman. There are some ailments like cancers. A woman who goes through chemotherapy or radiotherapy may end up having her ovaries destroyed. So also a man who goes through chemotherapy or radiotherapy may have his testes destroyed. So in these people, they need to preserve their fertility before they go for chemo or radiotherapy. So how do we do that? What are the modalities involved in fertility preservation? First of all, you can have sperm freezing. I'll start with the man. A man living outside this country, a couple living far apart, the man can freeze his sperm, which we have the facility for that in our center. You come, you freeze your sperm, then you can go. No matter how far you are, the sperm is there, it's viable. It can stay for as long as 20 years, it's there. You can use it for the woman anytime. We've had setting a good number of couples with this challenge in our center, where you have the man living abroad and he can't come often. He can't come home often. Coming home is not cheap, and probably because of his work schedule, he may not be able to visit Nigeria often, and sometimes immigration issues may not make the couple be able to see as often as they should. I remember that we said that one of the episodes we discussed about infertility, and infertility is an inability to achieve conception after 1 year of adequate, unprotected sexual intercourse. So when you have a couple not living together, they are not going to have sexual intercourse as you want them to have. So there is no, you can say that and once there's no sexual intercourse, there won't be pregnancy. So the man can come, if the man can come just once, he can come and freeze his sperm, and no matter how long it takes, we've used a sperm that was frozen for over a year and we still achieve pregnancy. So it's not a problem. You can freeze the sperm and then you are at peace with yourself. So even if if you're traveling, which is the commonest one in our environment, couples living far apart, there's need for them to preserve their fertility, which is the commonest. And that's why I'm really emphasizing on that. So you have that his sperm is stored well. So even in the eventuality where he travels, it's not a problem. Or where he's not available, it's not a problem. The woman can still get pregnant with the sperm that is stored. And we have that facility in our center. Then we also have a situation whereby, okay, when it comes to the woman, how do we come into that? How we should be able to preserve her fertility? You can have a situation whereby you generate embryos. When I mean generate embryos, she goes through an IVF process with her partner. You grow her eggs. Once the eggs are grown, you bring it out. You fertilize it with her husband's sperm. And then the babies, we call them embryo at that stage because they are microscopic. You don't see them with your naked eyes. They are grown in the lab. So once you grow them to a stage, we can freeze these babies. So you see that the way technology has so evolved, science has gone far beyond what most of us think. So every person can keep doing what you want to do. Whenever you're ready, you can come and have your babies. Some career women in our society, because we know that pregnancy is usually a setback for some people. Pregnancy is a blessing, don't get me wrong, it's a great blessing. But also, when a woman wants to achieve the peak of her career, there are some things you may not want to do at that particular time. You may not want to get pregnant at that time. So you can come, generate your embryos, freeze those embryos. Whenever you're ready, you can come back and take your embryos. Your babies are there. So I advise most women who are trying to achieve pregnancy, and at the same time, they are trying to achieve peak in their career. They are trying to grow, or they have one or two delays. You can come and do IVF, keep your babies, freeze them. Whenever you're ready, you come and take it. This year alone, at True Care Fertility Clinic, we've had several babies from frozen semen, frozen embryo. It's not a problem. It's a beautiful thing. You see, so every woman has a chance. Every couple has a chance. Sperm freezing can stay as long as you want it. So the man can keep doing his thing. He doesn't have to be thinking of, oh, my people are saying that I've not gotten my wife pregnant, I need to come home. No, you can stay where you are. As long as your sperm is frozen, we have your spermatozoa. Whenever your wife is ready, she comes in and she can have her baby anytime, any day. So I encourage every such challenged couple, be it for reasons of not being able to live together, for reasons of not being able to carry a child pregnancy because of career or other reasons, and even for those people going through chemotherapy or radiotherapy, you can also do that. Then there are instances where a man who has finished having children, though that's also common in our environment, you can have what we call vasectomy. A man can decide to do family planning. They are family planning for males, so it's a permanent method of family planning. Most men that want to go for vasectomy, they may want to freeze their sperm before going for the vasectomy. Because once you've done vasectomy, you may not be able to achieve pregnancy naturally. So I do encourage everyone hearing me today, everyone listening to me, you can spread the word to tell couples that live apart, tell couples people that relations, friends that that have this challenge. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Since there are two tubes, if a woman has one of the tubes blocked, then there's a theoretical 50% chance in getting pregnant. We've had a 62-year-old woman got pregnant with twins and delivered.
Many women go from one hospital to the other, trying to cure what is not actually a disease.
Hand washing health tips. Your hands are very vital to preventing the spread of diseases and infections. Wash your hands under running water for up to 20 seconds with antibacterial medicated soap. This health tip is from Health Monitor, your guide to good health, and sponsored by Mediclam Antibacterial Medicated Soap from the stable of Darago Industries Limited.
Welcome back to the show, Health Monitor, your guide to good health, and this is the body care part of the show. And today we're looking at weight management. All right, and I have guests here in the studio to take a look at that. I have a wonderful lady here. She is Lolo Abeke. You're welcome to Health Monitor, your guide to good health.
Thank you.
And to body care. You're welcome.
Thank you.
And then I have Rema Okaibu. You have been a regular face on this part of the show, body care.
Yes.
And thank you for finding time to come again.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. Right, so weight management has been an issue because some people say, look, including myself, we're trying to watch the weight, but the weight has refused to be watched. So it has refused to be watched. So I said, why not bring experts into the studio? Let's discuss this. Okay. So I want to begin with Lolo Abeke now. Why is it so difficult to watch the weight?
It is difficult to watch your weight to normal because the things that we, the natural, wellness coach, we talk about natural things. They are actually difficult to do, but they are doable things.
Okay,
it's
so all hope is not lost.
All hope is, if you can do it, you can come down, your weight can come down no matter how fat you think you are or obese you are.
Okay, so Rema, why is it difficult to watch the weight?
It's just like those market women who goes to the market to buy farm things which they sell. If you notice, when they are coming back from the farm, the boss is usually overloaded. Why? Because they want to get the value of the money they are paying at the same time. Now, you find that most people get overweight because we want to get the value of everything we are paying for. Each time you go to the fast food joint, if they give you the portion which you're paying for, you want to request for more. So overweight is actually overload.
Yes, I agree with you, but sometimes you're at home, right, and you've made this nice food, and you've taken a plate. Why can't you just do? You keep craving for more. That craving, where does it come from?
It just comes from the more.
Okay.
The more, because you actually need more. In fact, the body wants more because it's naturally programmed for that. It wants more.
But you have to discipline yourself.
You just have to discipline yourself.
Okay.
Actually, your stomach, just make your fist.
Like this.
This is the size of your stomach.
But
so,
the size of
this is the size of your stomach. So
like
if you
this.
take food that is bigger than this, you are overeating. And of course, the stomach is like a balloon.
If you don't eat well at night, you can't sleep well. I'm
No.
talking for viewers now.
And
I'm talking for viewers because I've been having this feedback from people when you say, look, sometimes, you've been here before and you did say that, in the morning eat like a baby, in the afternoon eat like a king, and I eat like a servant. When you eat like a servant at night, you'll be tossing on your bed, you can't sleep well. Why is that? And how can we tackle that? Because I'm sure that stems from eating before 7 p.m.
yes.
Yes.
One particular meal time that adds people a lot is the late night meal.
Yes, that's it. Because they want to sleep well at night.
Because
that's why they eat well.
That's why they eat well.
Yeah, so that they can sleep well at night.
So what's your definition of eating well? You have to define what you mean by eating well.
Eating well.
Because I remember my mother-in-law, when I said, look, Mom, this is what you're supposed to do. She said, look, my pikin, if I don't eat well, I won't be able to sleep well at night. And if I don't sleep well at night, I'll be tossing on the bed. I want to go to bed and I'm gone. So I have to eat well. That is what they say. See, I'm talking to you because of the feedback I've gotten from a lot of people. Since you are all wellness coach experts, let's call it speed and know how to tackle the issue.
It depends on your definition of eat well. In the morning, he has already taught us what to eat in the morning.
You eat like a baby.
Yeah,
eat cereal, eat fruits and
veg juice to help the detox, because in the morning that is when you are cleansing the body.
Okay.
In the afternoon, that is when you can eat your heavy, your swallow, your anything you want to eat.
But it must be like this.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, let me explain. When you eat this, your feast, your stomach is actually filled up.
The quantities.
Yes. But because we are not disciplined, we want the stomach to expand like a balloon.
So now that the stomach has expanded like a balloon,
you can discipline yourself, because if you tell yourself...
Can it shrink back?
Yes, it can shrink back. For example, if you decide to continually eating this quantity of food, after some time, when you force it more than this, you will react to it. You will be forced to go back.
You'll be uncomfortable.
You'll be uncomfortable.
Okay.
You'll be uncomfortable. So all you need to do is just to discipline yourself.
But is that the best option?
Of course not. That's what I said. I said they are eating to fill their bellies. They are not eating to nourish the cells. So they eat, they fill the belly up, and the cells are malnourished.
Do you like now? Actually, the food we eat goes. We eat in line with our profession.
Okay.
Because if I am an agbero, for example, I carry load.
And you're always shouting.
Yeah.
And running up and down.
Yes, and I'm carrying loads under the very hot sun, big loads, medium size, small, you know.
You should eat
Yes, I should eat the heavy one in the afternoon.
Okay.
And I'll drink plenty of water. But if I am sitting in the office, I'm a sedentary worker.
Yes.
I sit all day in the office or somewhere in my shop or something, sitting down most of the time. Of course, I shouldn't consume the same quantity of heavy duty food that those men who carry heavy load eat.
Okay, so let me ask you now, the wellness coach. This is my cameramen that are looking at you now. Are they doing heavy work?
No, they are not.
So why are they always requesting for iyon and bar and such heavy food?
It is a Nigerian factor. It's a Nigerian thing, and it is psychological.
Yes, I think so, because
it is.
I mean,
see their skin, very fine skin. Which load have they carried?
Don't mind them.
They don't see under. Look at this one skin.
He would like to eat apple. We want to eat a bar. I said, no, take toast bread, a slice of bread, and some eggs and tea. No, madam, no, I'm not Oyibo. That's the kind of thing. That's the feedback you give to me. It is time for Health Monitor once again. My name is Jibe Ologe.
Today I'm going to be talking about menopause. Medically, it's defined as 1 year of no menstrual flow in a woman.
When you put the two side by side, the one that I use microwave on, it's like rubber.
Okay, so basically what health insurance does is to prepare you against any unforeseen medical emergencies or medical events.
Vegetable milk.
I'm talking about milk like soy milk, provided that soy is produced here. Because most of the soy produced in the US or Europe is GMO soy.
For advert placement, contact R. Wells Media and Advertising Company Limited. Telephone
1. Want to say a big thank you for staying with us throughout Health Monitor again today, and of course want to appreciate True Care Fertility Clinics, and of course the body care part that was brought to you by Abeke and Rema. Okay, they've told you. I know in your heart you might be swearing. Don't swear for them. They are this for your own good. Okay, so don't be angry that they are telling you not to eat the way you like. It's for your own good. All right. Thank you so much for being there. Please contact us in case you have more information that you don't want to disclose publicly. They will talk to you privately. It's Health Monitor. So thank you, and want to catch you again next time on the show.